Well, thank you for this wonderful honor. I tell you, a couple observations. I've only been back in town for about 24 hours, but a couple of things really strike me. I always share these with so many people. There is an incredible sense of community around here, and it's really wonderful to feel. You guys are all part of this, and it's very, very healthy. And what you've achieved here by bringing two schools together that didn't much care for each other, but now live together in a very happy, copacetic, moving forward. It's wonderful. I mean, it just takes a lot of wonderful leadership and vision to do what you guys have done. And this is really an impressive facility. I know my kids were not in high school, it was not too long ago. And every parent wants to give their kids the opportunity for the best education. And one of the things that I told my kids and told B is that, education is something that nobody can ever take away from you. And the opportunity to earn a good education and work hard with people that you love and admire in the community, that's a true gift. And you guys are giving these young people this gift, so ought to be very well commended for this. I had a few things to say today, but I think I'm going to ad-lib a little bit from there. When I was growing up in Middleborough Heights, and I was going to school in Mid-Park, we just moved here from Kentucky. It was a new beginning for me. And it was a really good new beginning, because I had something called osteoarthritis disease. I wore braces on my legs, and I was in Kentucky, and I walked, peg leg, for 2 years, and I was the victim of a lot of abuse, and kids were not so nice. And so when I got here, and I had a new beginning, and I started to play sports, and I started to excel a little bit, and the girls actually paid attention to me. I was kind of in shock, to be honest with you. And then I made the basketball team and Coach Finnegar, and I've told Coach Finnegar this many times to his face, and he knows I mean it because I love him, but there were 3 men in my life that were inspirational. And I think a lot of us share the first one, Father God. The second one is my biological father, Quan Evans, and he's deceased now. This ought to be 21 years. And the other man that was an inspiration in my life as far as leadership and taught me a lot was Coach Finnegar. And you guys know him. Everybody knows Coach Finnegar and Jim. And anyway, I would like to give a lot of thanks and a shout out to Coach Finnegar, and I know you guys would too. Would you join me, please? What I was going to talk about, and I thought we were going to have more students here, but we talked about this a little bit today. School teaches you a lot about intellectual IQ. Everybody knows about IQ, intellectual quotient, and or intelligence quotient, and which is great. We need that. We need that basis of knowledge, and we need to know how to learn and reason. And for me, from Mid-Park, I went to Miami, Ohio undergrad. I chose to go to dental school at the University of Kentucky, which is my first choice. And so, as you walk up the hierarchy of education, you really focus in on your career. Sometimes you use it, sometimes you don't. In dentistry, you use it or you don't. I use it every day for 35 years. And I'm lucky because I love what I do and I'm good at it for the most part. And I have the enjoyment out of generations, as we talked about today, of relationships. But the point I wanted to make was the intellect that we develop going to school is so important. But what doesn't get talked about, the equally important aspect of development as a leader and the people that want to be around, is the emotional quotient. what is your emotional health? And I can tell you, as a male, I'm a slow learner. And it's taken me a long time. And sometimes I still feel like a 12-year-old, okay? But the ability to interact with people, to engage, and to have people move forward because they enjoy being around you is huge. So I just did a little bit of research. I wanted to write a couple of tidbits down. And I believe that the best leaders and successful people, and I think you're going to see this common thread, everybody up here tonight, have two things in common. They have a very healthy mix of competence, warmth, and charisma. And if you have those things together, you will succeed at an extremely high level if you have the drive and determination. And I'll guarantee you that the people you see here tonight all have this common thread. So there's a lot of self-awareness and growth. I think one of the things that I observed early in my professional career is you don't ever stop being a student. And if you do, then the world's going to pass you by. And for me, this just the term of mediocrity I just can't stand it. And so one of the things Coach Vinegar taught me was, and he knew this, he'll tell you, I was never the most talented person on the basketball court, the football court, or definitely the track field. But I was not going to be outworked. Now, does that mean I was always came up on top? No. But these kids today, there's really no secret sauce to success. There's no elevator. There's stairs. And you got to take the stairs and work hard. And if you do that with compassion and integrity, and you develop that good blend between competence and warmth, and people want to be around you, you're going to be successful. You know, just think about it. I'm a doctor, right? You guys all go to the doctor. I don't care if it's the dentist, the orthopedist, the neurologist, whoever it may be. You come home and talk to your wife, and you say two things. You know, I really like this guy. He really seemed engaged. He really seemed to understand what my issues were. Or you come home and you say, you know what? I'm sure this guy's really bright, but he just seems so aloof. I just don't want him to take care of me. Well, if you have one, the intellect, or if you have the charisma, those alone are not going to do it. You got to be able to blend those things. And so the best caretakers, the best leaders, the best teachers, the best of everything that we love in this world as far as individuals have that blend. They have the blend of competence and intellect and charisma. You know what I'm talking about. And that is part of what's made me successful in my career, is because I'm an extrovert and I enjoy that. I get up and enjoy being able to interact with people. And I can promise you, when you look at the vein of the successful people here today, they've all got their passion for what they do, love it, and they're good at it. But you know what else? They got really high EQs. They do well interacting with people. I only met Tim for a few hours. I can tell you what, that guy's got it going on. I don't want to be in his team. So, anyway, those are just some of my thoughts. But thanks for this great honor. I appreciate having me here, and I'm looking forward to hearing what everybody else has to say. Thanks so much.